Hi, my name is Ali Badruddin, and I'm going to show you today how to integrate Jira with the Slack Workflow Builder to alert on top of SLAs. If you use Jira and work on a team where you constantly need to stay on top of SLAs, then this simple Jira plus Slack integration will help you stay on top of SLAs with minimal effort. It basically automates away the act of worrying about SLAs by sending your team a Slack message for any item needing SLA, so you or your team can tag each other and respond with next steps on how you will meet this SLA. The image on this screen shows an example of what this message might look like with a very clear call to action. Anyone should be able to configure this for their team. First, you need to configure the schedule and Jira query you care about using Jira Automations. This is what Jira Automations page looks like. So, how to start? So you basically start by creating a new rule. Use the scheduled trigger so you can run this automation on the schedule you desire. For additional flexibility, you may use the cron syntax shown here, but you don't really have to. After that, you specify the Jira query that will let you filter out the issues needing SLA. Then you go back to Slack Workflow Builder. And this is a screenshot showing how you would open the workflow builder in Slack. So in Slack, you want to create a new workflow that starts with a webhook, and you specify all the parameters you need to display in the Slack alert message. Then you want to add an action to send the message to your desired Slack channel. And you can customize the message however you want based on the inputs, parameters, or variables you expect to be passed from Jira. You add the inputs into the message by using the Insert a Variable button, and the variables are the ones showing in blue in this screenshot. Here's a preview of what the workflow looks like in Slack. Now copy the URL for the trigger in order to trigger the Slack workflow, and go back to Jira Automation to trigger it. To do so from Jira, you use the send web request action. Make it a post HTTP request and format the message as JSON. Use Jira placeholders to customize the inputs, parameters, or variables that you would like to pass to Slack. For example, calculating how many business days remaining before you run out of SLA. Make sure you have a very clear call to action in the message so you invite action on your team with minimal effort. So for every SLA you want to track, you can create a Jira automation and then connect it to the single Slack workflow, or you could create multiple Slack workflows if you want the format for the alert message to vary between different SLA types. As simple as this looks, I've applied this on my team and it's tremendously helped us stay consistently on top of SLAs and heavily reduce the collective cognitive load in our organization for keeping track of SLAs. It's usually the simple things that end up working the best, so I hope you'd get the chance to apply this on your team. Enjoy.